Now, in this session, we are going to do one more assignment based on list view with array list with array adapter. Observe below screen design. Let me explain more about this assignment. In our screen design, programmer should take 3 edit text boxes with hints: enter employee name, enter employee salary, and enter employee designation. And we have to take one button and one list view. That is how our screen design will look like. Now imagine that I am going to use this application for my company. Assume that I have a company with a few employees. Now the requirement is, when user enters employee name, employee salary and employee designation in the edit text boxes and clicks add button, that employee should be displayed in the below list view. Imagine that this is list view. For example, if I have entered employee name as Lokesh, employee salary as 10,000 INR and employee designation as placements, and when I click add button, that first employee details should be added to 0th position. Similarly, if I enter second employee as Manjunath and employee salary as 20,000 INR, anyway I will not type INR or USD, just simply I will type number, and second employee designation as sales, and if I click add button, that second employee details should be shown in the second row, that is in the first position, and so on. In order to do this assignment, obviously we should use array list and array adapter, because without array list and without array adapter you cannot add data directly to list view. Do you remember what will happen if you try to touch list view directly? What will happen if you try to add data directly to list view? Your program will crash. Remember, if you want to add any element to list view, or if you want to delete any element from list view, or if you want to edit any element of list view, you are not supposed to touch list view directly. As a programmer, you should do all those modifications in array list, and you have to tell to adapter. Adapter will automatically reflect in the list view. For example, let us say I want to display Lokesh 10,000 and placements in the first cell of list view. So what I have to do? When user enters employee name, employee salary and employee designation, and if user clicks add button, those three details, that is Lokesh, 10,000 and placements, should be added as a single element at the 0th position of array list, and we have to tell to adapter, so that adapter will automatically display the first element. Similarly, second element also we should add to array list, and we have to tell to adapter, so that adapter will automatically display on the list view. So I hope you understood. For everything we should follow this process. First add to array list, tell to adapter, so that adapter will push elements automatically to list view. Now in this pictorial representation, can you tell me which is source and which is destination? Since data is first going to array list, so obviously array list is the source of our data. Since finally the data is being displayed in the list view, so obviously this list view is the destination. I hope you remember this process. First data will go to source, then to adapter, then to destination. That is the process. Here array adapter is the bridge between source and a destination, that is array list and a list view. Now in this assignment, let us have a look at the biggest challenges. Tell me, what is the biggest challenge in this assignment? It's very simple. So far we have added only one element or only single elements to array list and list view. If you observe carefully, in our past examples, every cell in the array list used to have only one element. that is only one name. Similarly, every cell, every row in the list view also used to have only one element. But in this scenario, if you look at array list or list view, each element is a combination of multiple values. In the 0th element of array list, we should insert location 10,000 and placements. And in the 0th cell of list view also, it should display location 10,000 and placements. That is the biggest challenge. Tell me how you are going to do this. We know that anyway, this employee name and employee salary and employee designation, we are going to read from 3 edit text boxes. When we read from edit text boxes, we will take into 3 string variables. Now what you can do, you can club those 3 string values using a plus operator, and then you can pass to array list as a single element. That is a clue for this assignment. Now you may get one more doubt. If you add 3 strings using plus operator, then those strings will be displayed in the side by side fashion. But if you observe carefully, employee salary is below employee name and employee designation is below employee salary. How will you adjust one below each other? When you are adding 2 strings, just you have to say \n also. When you apply \n, next string will automatically go to next line. I hope you understood this clue. You can go ahead and do this assignment. It is a studio based assignment. I want to emphasize one last point for this assignment. If you observe, each row in your list view is displaying text in the red color. So while creating array adapter, if you pass second parameter as android.r.layout.simple list item 1, in that case, this text will be appearing in gray color. If you want to customize rows, what you have to do? Rather than using the predefined XML file, that is simple list item 1, as a programmer, you can also design your own row.xml with the text color red. And if you want to increase font size also, you can increase font size. And same row.xml, you have to supply as a second parameter while creating array adapter object. I hope you understood. Now you can proceed further and do this assignment using Android Studio. Now I hope you have done the assignment. First, let me design the screen. Since our screen design contains total 5 visible components, 3 edit text boxes, 1 button and 1 list view, which are vertically aligned. So I should take root element as linear layout with orientation vertical. So let me remove this relative layout and I will take linear layout with orientation vertical. As of now, don't worry what is this rendering problem. I will explain this later. Just to close this, I will remove this text view and let me take 3 edit text boxes which looks like this. Let me increase text size with 26 SP, that is scale independent pixels. Let me apply text size for all edit text boxes, and I have taken one button also with these properties. Let me take a list view also with width match parent and height wrap content with ID list view 1. Now since it is showing rendering problems because of some styles, let me select a different theme. Here you can observe app theme. Anytime if it shows rendering problem, first try with different previews which you can observe here. If it is still not working, then go for a different theme. Currently theme I have selected is app theme. Let me select this. I will select some device default light theme. As of now, don't worry what is this theme. So finally it will look like this. Now let me design row.xml also with red color text, because finally we should display list view row or list view each row element in red color. I will go to resource folder, layout. Let me create a new XML file by right clicking, select new, select layout XML file. I will name it as row. Since row.xml should contain only text view, let me take only text view, click finish. I will go to text perspective. In the text view, I will apply our own color combinations. That is, text color is red color. Text size, let us say 20 pixels or 20 sp, and I will supply ID as text. If you want to apply some more properties, you can also apply, there is no problem. Now I will go to main activity. Let us start writing the code. First, I will declare all variables. Since we have 3 edit text boxes, so I have declared ET1, ET2 and ET3 pointing to 3 boxes, and I have declared button variable and a list view variable also, and array list of, what is this? Array list of what data type? Though it looks like you have multiple elements, in reality we are going to take 3 strings from 3 edit text boxes and we are going to club those 3 strings. So when you club multiple strings, it will result in string only. So I will take array list of strings. So similarly, since array list of strings, I will define array adapter is also of strings. Now I will initialize all variables. First, I have initialized all visible components using find v by id method. Then I have initialized array list with new operator. Since it is invisible component, now let me initialize array adapter. First parameter this. What is the second parameter? In place of android.r.layout.simple list item 1, we will use our own row.xml. So r.layout.row, and we have to establish link between array list to array adapter. If you observe, there is a link from array list to array adapter. So we have to pass array list as the last parameter while creating array adapter object. So let me supply AL. So with this, one link is over. Now we have to establish link between array adapter to list view, because data is flowing from adapter to list view, for which we should use list view dot set adapter and pass your adapter name. From next example onwards, I am not going to explain in detail about all these steps. From next example onwards, I will call these steps as preliminary steps. And finally, let me write button click listener. In this assignment, this button click listener logic is very important. First, let us read the data from edit text boxes. Read employee details from edit text boxes. First read employee name from edit text box 1. Then read salary from edit text box 2. Though salary is integer, for our convenience, we are taking it as string only. Similarly, I am reading employee designation from edit text box 3. Now I have to pass name, salary and designation as one element to array list, because finally all those 3 elements should be displayed as one element, because all those 3 values should be displayed as a one element using \n, which looks like this. First let me club all the 3 values. String final value equal to name plus \n plus salary plus \n plus designation. So final value is in the variable value. Now we have to supply this to array list, that is al.add value, and we have to tell to adapter by using notify dataset changed method. I hope you understood this logic. Since we have to arrange one below each other, we are appending name with \n so that salary will go to next line, and again next line, designation will go to next line. Finally, we are adding this complete content into value and we are supplying that value to array list. After notifying to adapter, we should also clean edit text boxes so that user will enter next employee details, for which code looks like this. That's it. Our code will look like this. Now let us run the application. Sometimes when you run the application, it may not detect Genymotion emulator here. Your ADB may not detect Genymotion. That means the connection between Studio and Genymotion is not proper. We have to reset or re-establish that connection. For establishing that connection, please click on this attach button. Can you see here? Waiting for ADB. It is asking Android debug bridge is not responding. Do you want to restart that connection? Just click restart. Again click restart. It is trying to establish connection one more time. After couple of tries, finally it will establish connection with Genymotion. Now click this show all processes and select any process and click OK. So with this, connection is established. You can observe once this pop-up window comes up, which means socket and connection is established. Now let us run the application. Now it will show Genymotion. Click OK. Now it has launched the application. Let me enter employee details and I will click add button, so which is visible here. So you can observe here, it is not 3 rows, it is only single row. So we are clubbing multiple elements into a single row by using a plus operator and a \n. Similarly, let me enter next employee details, designation sales and add. I hope you understood this assignment.